everybody, and welcome to the Block Party. I'm your host, Amy, and I'm filling in for Chad because he's doing some crazy adventures running around Madison, catching Pokemon and airplanes and in the ocean, which is not by Madison, but it is now. And we are going to be doing this podcast without him. I am joined by Tristan and Jason tonight, who
Hello.
I still can't see, and it's weird looking at a blank box where your face should be.
Well,
But
everyone watching can see me, so that is a bonus.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so sorry
yeah,
you can't see me.
it's just so strange talking to you, and not seeing you. I can't judge like reactions or if you're like rolling your eyes at me right now. But yeah, I hope you're not.
No.
Anyways, guys, so okay, before we like do all of our news and everything, what has everyone been playing? And I'm expecting Pokemon Go from each of you. So is that the truth?
I think Jason put Pokemon Go, right?
So here's the thing about
Sweet.
Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah.
I think that game is amazing. As
Okay.
a social experiment, like I said last week. As a video game, I think it's terrible. Like, there's nothing to do in it. But I haven't been playing it. But I've been going... I was out this weekend. Believe it or not, I left the house. And it wasn't because of Pokemon Go either. I just decided, hey, fuck it, I'm leaving the house, right?
Did
So
you
I left...
walk somewhere?
Well,
No, I took an Uber.
Oh.
And I was downtown, and everybody was. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and there are so many people just playing this game.
that's
It's
probably
crazy.
tricky, right?
Like, you can just see it, right? Like, people are playing it, and then like all these different bars are having bar crawls, and everyone's playing it. I'm assuming the servers were up. Like, banks around town have big banners with Pokemon Go to get them in. It's like, we're a Pokemon stop, come in. It's like, so shit, I want to play this game, but every time I turn it on, it's like something's wrong with it. It's either not working or not loading for me, or I don't keep it running all the time. So I'll have a couple seconds, right? And I'll be like, oh, I'm going to see if there's any Pokemon here. And then I'm like waiting for it to load. And I'm like, okay, I'm not looking for Pokemon anymore. I'm out.
Yeah, I understand that.
But I did have to, my girlfriend will not play it. She's like, I don't want to play it. I don't want to catch Pokemon. I wish it was something else. I don't like fucking purses or something. I don't know.
Purses?
But she won't. She's not into Pokemon, so she's just like, whatevs.
They're so cute.
But then she
though.
keeps saying like, hey, can you just open that game up?
She wants
And
to.
let's see if there's anything going on there. And I'm like, sure. Let me open it up and see if anything's going on. So when it did open it up this weekend, I caught a Pikachu.
Hey, nice.
And I was like, oh, that's a good one. And that made me want to play the game more because I felt like, oh, shit, I got a Pikachu, which I know you guys were talking about Pikachu last week. And like, Chad was like, you don't get it right away. You have to do some trick right away to get
I
it.
still haven't seen a Pikachu in my game.
I spotted one when I was up in Michigan this weekend. There was one nearby, but I couldn't find it. Plus, I also experienced many server outages last Saturday when I was up there. I could have easily hatched a lot of eggs because I took a walk around the lake up there and missed out on that. But
Damn. Yeah, so when I saw that Pikachu pop up on my little phone, I was like, oh shit, dude. I'm in this neighborhood I don't know. I was at, actually, I had to take the cat to the vet. I was like in some weird area, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to walk around this super sketchy area to find this Pikachu because everyone said it's hard to get, at least on the crew. And then when I found it, I was like, oh my god, I got a Pikachu. And that I could see how that becomes addicting. Because
Yeah.
then you're like, oh shit, I want to find more of these stupid Pokemons.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. You had mentioned that you were walking around at like 11 p.m. We went out last night around midnight. Me and Chad did. Just real quick, we were gonna go up and back, take two gyms that are right by us, get our little defense points, get coins in the shop and that kind of thing. And kid you not, there was some guys, whatever, in a car driving the strip. So every time we would take a gym, they would drive to that gym that we just had walked to and taken and took it back from us. And it's actually like, kind of amusing because they were doing like, we just for shits and giggles put in like a CP Rattata or like 10 CP Pidgey or a Weedle. So something like, hey, we take the gym, whatever, it's easy, you can take it back. They were following suit and doing the same thing with their Pokemon that they were taking. It was just
Weird.
that's funny.
it was really weird, but it was kind of annoying because we just wanted to take the gyms to get our defense points so they could have them back because we didn't care. But
Yeah.
just kept driving up and down. And Chad made a very astute comment. because while we were doing this at midnight, which progressed later into the night as we were just wanting to get these 2 goddamn gyms, we noticed other cars just real slowly driving along the strip, Cottage Grove Road, whatever, just like putting around 25 miles an hour. And we're like, oh, they're getting Pokestops, whatever, it's cool. If it wasn't Pokemon Go, if you didn't assume that people were playing Pokemon Go, that'd be some like stalker level shit right there. That'd be so creepy. Like having these cars like seemingly follow you and you're like, what's going on? I just saw that car before. Now it's here again. And like, it would be terrifying, but you're like, oh, it's Pokemon Go, whatever. Like they're obviously innocent people just having fun. Like it's just it's so strange. I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It is such a cool phenomenon.
It's a crazy phenomenon. I didn't think people were going to keep playing it after that first weekend. I was actually surprised when I was like continuously almost like feeling like it hasn't slowed down any really. I mean, obviously once it like
it's slowed down to a degree with
but...
server issues. Servers have been terrible as they keep launching in more countries, and tomorrow they're launching in Japan, or maybe it was today.
Today,
but,
yeah, it's in Japan.
But they delayed launching in Japan just so they could get all this McDonald's Pokestops all lined up and everything, which I find funny that's why they delayed it in the first place.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to come to America, the Pokestops and McDonald's. I feel like it has to. Like they're testing it in Japan, bring it to America.
It's a good idea. I mean, it's a great way to generate like revenue and income and stuff from this, especially if people like me, and I'm sure you both, are not actually paying real life money to, collect Pokeballs and stuff from the shops and all that jazz.
Oh yeah, no, totally, and plus you get little fat guys like me out and about, like, oh, I can go get a Pokemon and a cheeseburger. It's like I'm all in. Like, what else do I want with my exercise but a Big Mac? Like, it's a perfect opportunity. It's funny to see like these like different apps pop up now that like I've seen multiple apps. Like I just saw one now. It's like a Pokemon dating app. It's just basically like a dating app that just got retrofitted to like take advantage of the Pokemon craze. And
Makes sense.
It's like, you guys are really smart. You're on it. And that was like less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, so good on them, I guess. It's just a little weird.
It's totally weird.
Ugh. Oh, so you were talking about retrofitted. That reminded me of like retro and old school and like nostalgia. Ghostbusters movie. Did either of you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes?
I haven't seen it yet.
Tristan.
I know.
With no spoilers, did you enjoy it though, Jason?
Oh my god, yeah, it was so great. I loved it. I loved it. It was. We talked about it a little on Adapted. I think we're gonna do a review talk back once Tristan sees it. But I went in not expecting too much.
Okay.
And I thought it was gonna be. I was actually the one person I think on the team when we talked about it on Adapted that was okay with the trailers. I was like, it's fine. It's Ghostbusters. I think I accidentally admitted to liking the Ghostbusters Fall Out Boy theme song also at some point.
Oh no!
I think I did that on Live on the Av. And I felt redeemed when during the movie they played that Fall Out Boy Ghostbusters theme song.
Worked.
And it was perfect for that scene.
Really?
And I was like, haha, I was right. I nailed it. So.
It was weird, but yes, it really did work. Because when I heard it, I was like, the fuck?
That grew on me. I just let it loop and I was like, I'm okay with it now. It makes sense. But it was cool. I thought the cast was perfect, man. Like Kate McKinnon and everybody was so great.
God. So on point. Like she was amazing.
Leslie Jones, like the whole cast was so good. There was like a couple weird parts, but like overall it was fucking amazing. Did you stay for the end credit scene?
Yes, I did. So no spoilers, but Tristan, when you go and see it, because you need to like watch the credits themselves are super entertaining because you get to see.
And it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the credits were actually really funny, and then that scene.
And it made sense in the scene because you figured out why in the scene they're all doing that thing that they were doing.
Yep.
Like why
and
are
then you saw it and you're like, oh shit! I thought this was gonna be a cheesy post-credit scene, but this is actually amazing.
Yeah, that at the very end. Yeah, that's cool.
So Ghostbusters, yeah. I'm still waiting to put my review up because I don't know why I haven't done that yet, but I think I'm gonna give it a 4. So.
I think I would agree with that. That's good. I mean, it could have improved some things, but overall, it was definitely just really entertaining. So
yeah,
y'all who haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, no joke. Okay. And support these movies so they can give me my Back to the Future remake that I want so badly.
Do you think
I really do.
Really? You want
that? I really
that?
do. I don't care. Like, look at Jurassic World. That was fucking awesome.
I was indifferent to that film.
I love that movie.
I didn't hate it. I just was indifferent.
Right. Yeah. You know what? No! You can't be indifferent. Where's Chad? Where's Chad? He doesn't allow indifference.
Words, things I can't say.
Say whatever you want. It's your show.
No.
I think you can even mute me.
I'm not gonna say nothing. No, it's fine. Tristan, so we've been talking a lot about what you've been doing this week, and you couldn't join in on the Ghostbusters talk. Is there something else that you've been doing while that maybe we haven't been playing or doing?
Just more Pokemon going.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's smart.
We don't care about that anymore. It's over. It's dead. Let it die.
It's funny, I just keep like randomly catching some that I don't expect to catch.
Yeah.
Like I caught an evolved form of certain ones, like, oh, I was working to collect more Psyduck so I could evolve it to a Golduck, and then I ended up just catching a Golduck yesterday, so bummer for that.
Well, congratulations on that tough evolution catch.
Yeah.
Sorry that you were trying to like.
It's cool because I keep seeing ones that, like, I walked in the Walgreens yesterday and I caught like 2 ones that I never expected to see. Like I got a Electabuzz yesterday.
Nice. I've not seen that one yet.
At a Walgreens?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's nice. Is it shoplifting if you catch it in the store and don't buy anything?
Wow, wow.
And it was funny because when I walked in,
You know what, Amy? Every time you do a joke that's terrible, you're getting a sound effect now. You know what? That's happening. Because I let it go all the time, but I noticed like this is like the second time you've done that, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's on now.
I'm game. That's fine by me.
This is my new thing. This is our new thing, Amy. This is gonna be good.
it was funny when I walked into that Walgreens. I noticed the cashier talking to a customer, and you can tell the customer was playing Pokemon Go, and she was talking to me like, "Oh yeah, we usually have a bunch in here." So I was like, "Oh, that's funny." Things you don't normally hear in a Walgreens when you walk in, of people talking about a phone app. Just weird world we're living in now.
Yeah, that is. It's cool though that there's a lot of common ground that people can talk to other people about and stuff. It's neat. All right, was that it? Everybody got their words out of the way about what they did this week and this past week and stuff?
No, I played a little XCOM too. Some more of that. I got some of that Shen's, that DLC that we talked about. I finally got to play some of that Shen's last gift stuff, which is actually really good. So
Did they fix a lot of the bugs on that game?
You know what? I didn't actually encounter any bugs when I played. It was fairly solid. I hadn't played it in a long time, so when I came back to this DLC, it was totally fine. What I did do is I ended up using a bunch of different mods and threw a bunch of different armors and Star Wars stuff in there, which I thought was pretty fun. So that was cool.
That is pretty sweet, actually.
Like I had like Stormtrooper helmets and all this other jazz. That was pretty rad. Plus the robot you get for beating the Shen's mission is totally worth the $10 that the DLC is, because a robot teammate is the best teammate.
Nice.
And it like has like a little bit of a kind of like Johnny 5 like head to it, so that's pretty cool. So I played that. That was good stuff. That was pretty
That's
much
awesome.
it. I think that's pretty much all I played.
Is XCOM 2, like, I may be showing my ignorance, that's not out for any console yet, is it?
It is coming out on the consoles this fall. I think late September or October. I'll have to check our release calendar, but it's coming out. You can get the deluxe with all the DLC, or you can get it standalone.
Which would be great for anybody looking to buy the new Xbox One S, because the release date's August 2nd. So if you need 2 terabytes of hard drive space and want to fill it up real fast with tons of cool games, there you go. Just wait a little bit more time and you can get XCOM 2, which I recommend. Although my PC experience was kind of janky, because when I got it like day of, there was lots of problems.
Oh yeah, all of those early day one things have been that's gone. That's all gone.
Oh, okay.
Because I know
good.
you had to play it in like windowed mode or something, otherwise your graphics cards start on fire. Yeah, it doesn't have any of that.
Yes,
shit.
essentially, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah,
So are either of you guys? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jason. Are either of you guys going to be getting the Xbox One S? Ooh, the new S variant.
Hell no.
You can have a 4K like Blu-ray player.
Yeah, no, I'm totally not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't usually buy in on these kind of things.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I had my OG 360, and I still do. I never like upgraded to a new one ever.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it seems like it's just like this weird middle of the road thing that you don't really need to get right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess though, if you are looking to own like a 4K, player, and
Jason and Chad were talking about that if you want 4K, like this is a good price value because you get a 4K player, which they're pretty expensive.
Mhm.
and
It's about the same price-ish.
right
So
for a
you'd be,
generic one, yeah.
yeah, you'd be getting
And you
this
get an Xbox with this too, so
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So
we're talking
it's
about
kind of
live
like
on the app about that.
yeah, I heard that too. No, it's a shut up.
You're you're a lot
Shut-
cornier than I remember. I like this. This is a
I'm not,
different change of pace. I like it.
I don't have Chad shutting me down all the time.
I know you're all over the board right now.
So that's what happens.
I
Yeah,
hope
no,
he's not watching. I'm gonna get beat later.
no, he's definitely not watching. I think he was in the chat for a while, but I don't know where he is now.
Oh no, it's embarrassing. Okay, so about new games, like new consoles, I should have said because we were talking about the Xbox One S. Harking back to the days and back to nostalgia times and such, as previously mentioned, Ghostbusters. The Nintendo Entertainment System is coming back into stores. The Nintendo Mini is going to be coming back out. My OG Nintendo still works great, and I have the majority of games which are going to be coming with it. It's 30 games that are
30
beginning.
games. Yep.
Yeah, they're like pre-installed or something on the system that you can buy.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. So you get the system, like the old like retro looking system, 30 games for $60. Not too bad.
It's a
So-
pretty awesome deal.
Really great
Yeah.
deal.
It's
If
the
you-
only thing that sucks is it doesn't actually play the cartridges, but
Yeah. But I understand like that would take a lot more manufacturing power and it's just so old. Like what's the point? I
there's
guess?
two like little weird things that I wish they would have done with this. I wish they would have one either made it play the cartridges, or two, I know it's only $60, right? But you have to think about it. That's not that much less than like a 2DS, which is at this point what like $90. So there's not that big of gap, and all this thing is basically is an emulator. So
essentially.
they should have given it some sort of like low rent OS, allow you to hook it up to your internet and buy games off of the Nintendo ecosystem. So like you can buy more. Just put a little memory in there and let you buy more than 30 games. Like let me spend $2 a crack to buy or $5 a crack to buy like Tecmo Super Bowl
Yeah.
or Contra or all these other games. Like that, I feel like that's a huge miss on this.
Well, can't you use it with like the Wii, like, or maybe I'm confusing that.
No, you can use the controller with the Wii U.
Oh, okay, but
or
it's
the
not.
Wii.
Okay, but you can't like sign in, like go to the shop like you can. With
Yeah,
the Wii.
no, it's like this. It's its own little
Well, that's
30
weird.
game ecosystem, which I think is I don't know. I thought it. I guess maybe I was hoping it would be a little bit more, but maybe that's down the road.
Yeah, because that you raise a very valid point. That's kind of strange that like, hey, there's this thing that we have the technology for that we're not going to utilize. Hey, it's Nintendo. In a
Yeah,
nutshell. As
yeah,
always.
like they're so close. Like if it's the difference between something costing $60 and like $100. I don't feel like if you told me I could buy any game at all any time that was an old NES game, dude, I probably would have spent $100 on this thing. But
Yeah,
maybe they're just more for like an
because-
impulse purchase or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
That confused me. I didn't really realize that, so now I'm not quite as hyped. I was like, that's really cool, even though my system still works. But now I'm like, well.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
only getting these 30 games. So
Yeah.
another thing I mentioned on Live on the Av that the name is called the NES Classic Edition, and that made me wonder if there's
there'll
going to
be
be
other.
like this is
other
the NES Sports Edition and it has RBI Baseball and all the sports games, or the RPG Edition.
I didn't even think about that. That was kind of a miss that they don't have RBA baseball in this.
Yeah,
Of course, Tristan, you didn't. You missed the baseball. How could you?
Jerks.
they miss Contra.
Oh, yeah. That's
Like
so
that's
strange.
a huge mish.
Mish.
Mishmash.
Mish, mish. Yeah, that's cute. Like a chicken mush.
Yeah, I saw a video
Watch
with
our old videos,
like,
guys.
yeah, cat
There's-
videos. We should just like change the screen to just like show cat videos the whole time.
Little chicken mushes, not cats. Chickens.
All right, chickens, whatever you want.
Get
Your
with
show.
it.
It's your show.
Yeah, that's right. My show.
So,
Fight me for it.
so no. But my last point on this is they also have Mega Man 2, which is crazy to me because that's the Capcom game.
Yeah.
So there's a licensing deal that they had to pay for in here too. So I don't know. I kind of want to talk to people at Nintendo about that because it's confusing.
I
Everyone's
wonder-
excited about it though.
Yeah, I saw tons and tons of posts on my Facebook feed and stuff about it, and I'm like, I got a lot of the games that I want. Doesn't really matter, but thank you.
It's gonna be a
Take-
big Christmas.
Stop
gift,
taking
I'm
me.
sure.
Oh, it's gonna be a huge Christmas gift. But just think how much money Nintendo's leaving on the table.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Mm.
Oh.
There's so much stuff coming out, like in the summer, late summer, fall, like that kind of thing with like the Xbox One S. And then further on the NES, and then we have finally No Man's Sky crap coming out. Like, I don't even know if I care anymore about this. Do you guys care about it? There's all a bunch of trailers that are coming out. I think the fight one was the most recent one, where you have guns and you shoot lasers and stuff.
Yeah, Tristan and I
Fight
talked about that
ship.
today on Live on the Av, and actually, someone jumped in on our. We posted the video up on YouTube, and someone jumped in and kind of like schooled us a little bit and gave us a little more knowledge about the story that I guess we didn't have, or like because some of the things I saw in this trailer that I called out in the video were you collect resources.
Yeah.
I saw that like the iron popped up when you killed the guy, or there was missions in the corner, which we hadn't really seen too much of before. But I guess you can join different factions. You can loot the pirates. The pirates can like you can gain pirates' favors in your system, which I didn't know any of this was in there. Like if there's a lot of pirates and like maybe you help them or you don't kill them, they will help you in your system or be on your side. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's actually way more than I ever knew, too.
Yeah, so the person basically said that this Julia Crawford said that which I don't know if that's their real name, but that's their YouTube name, that you can gain tasks, which you can gain rewards or favors from factions or races. So basically, I thought that the missions were like set missions, but I think that's just to like help you would get your I don't know planet up to speed or something like that, which is kind of cool. Which is actually makes sense because if you come back, you don't want to keep getting attacked if you have this planet that you have.
Exactly. Yeah. How is that extra knowledge then sort of making you guys feel about this game? Like, do you care at all? Like, are you excited or
I was
meh?
always intrigued by this game.
Yeah.
Adding these extra details helps. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, I thought this is kind of close to. I don't know why they're releasing these trailers so close to the release date.
Yeah.
I know they have had information out there floating, but this kind of helps people helps educate people a little bit better.
Do you think it was because of the lawsuit? That's why they couldn't put stuff out because of that whole like sky thing.
I think so.
Cool.
Maybe. I don't. Or maybe it wasn't finished. Like some of the stuff wasn't working properly.
So
or,
they're like, well, we'll just use the lawsuit.
Yeah. Or just like took a bunch of people had to get in a room and be like, all right, this is how we're gonna market this thing. And then they finally came up with a plan. I have no idea. But like this all seems pretty basic, right? It's like you're shooting spaceships and you're shooting aliens. It's like not like mind-blowing stuff.
But it's cool to have space battles. And then some of like the aliens that were shown looked kind of cool too on the planets and stuff. So that's kind of exciting, even though it's a little basic, but
it was exciting, and that makes me wonder like how many variations of those aliens are there. Like these aliens have different heads, or am I going to constantly see the same alien?
Same
like
ones, yeah.
Maybe like if like all the body parts and heads are like interchangeable, and you get like that crazy alien head on like a snake. That's pretty cool.
Like that Spore game.
Yes,
Spore.
exactly like Spore. Yes, I love Spore. Spore is so great.
Guys, go play Spore if you haven't. I mean, is it even around anymore? Can you even like download that?
Yes, it's actually on Steam because it was on the Steam sale. You could have bought it for like $5 or something. It was good stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm still super excited about this game. I just don't know really what it is anymore.
It's,
even though I feel like I know what it is, I still don't know the ultimate goal.
Yeah, like how engaged will you be after you've taken and defended a few planets a couple of times? Is it like gonna progress anything? Like, are you gonna even give two shits? Like, you're like, great, I can defend another planet. Great, I can help some more pirates again. Great, like, is it gonna be monotonous? Or I wonder, if there's gonna be like cool story prompts or like constantly changing like intrigue things that can happen on your planets or in space battles. So I'm excited, kind of, but I'm still very cautious. I'm holding it close to my heart. It's tight to my chest. Don't know how to feel yet.
Yeah.
It's coming out my birthday. My birthday's on the 4th, and it's coming out on the 9th, hopefully, if it doesn't get pushed back. So maybe I'll get it as a birthday present, somebody.
And an Xbox One S, possibly, too.
No, I don't want that at all.
That's what you're getting.
No, I don't use mine.
You're going to get that instead.
Good luck.
No,
Enjoy it.
Happy birthday.
Womp womp.
It's true, when you get older, everything sucks.
Does it though?
I don't know. I don't think so at all.
No,
No.
it's pretty cool being old.
Yeah. I have money now. I can buy all these cool games. I can do what I want with my life. It's awesome. I can wear cat ear headphones on a podcast with friends.
Crazy.
Yay!
Use the term friends loosely.
Yeah, very loosely. I don't consider either of you friends.
Thank you.
It happens.
Thank you, Amy.
Speaking of new things you can spend your money on, VR, which I won't spend my money on unless Chad buys it, then I'll use his, and if I'm hooked, then I'll do it. But Rise of the Tomb Raider has some VR stuff coming out for PS4 owners only. So if you don't have a PS4, you don't get the VR stuff yet. I'm sure it'll happen in the future. But yeah, there's going to be a new mission, and the new mission is going to be VR supported. So if you have a PS4 and you drop some serious cash like Jason did, you can do something with that and play the Tomb Raider VR mission that's going to be coming out on October 11th. So, 20-year celebration edition, guys. Yeah, do it.
Do you want us to be excited about this, Amy? Or are you trying to get me excited?
No, I'm being really sarcastic with it.
I'm kind of curious about the VR mission, sort of. I'm curious about all VR.
Yeah.
But I played the game. If you haven't played the game, you should play it. It's pretty good.
I'm going to live out this experience through Jason, I think.
Yeah, same.
Holy shit, that's a lot of pressure, dudes. Are you kidding me with that?
You have to do it now.
Well, I'm not going to get the VR. So...
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh my
Me
God.
neither.
So basically, I'm just going to be live streaming my life when I get that thing, just so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, cool.
Yes, you have to be our spokesperson for it, so you can talk intelligently about it on the block party after it comes out.
It's going to be, yeah, I guess. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Good luck to me, right? It's going to be like the real world in here. I'll strap a GoPro to my cat and just go to town.
Oh my God, I want to see that. Oh crap, that's amazing. They're also adding some other things too. So if you are an Xbox One and PC user or a PS4 user and you don't have the VR and you don't care about the VR, me and Tristan over here, there's like endurance modes, and you have to scavenge like resources and stuff in that to like help you survive, and there's like different leaderboard stuff. There's like extreme survivor modes that they're adding where
zombies. You got zombies.
Yes, zombies as well, because zombies are like in everything now.
You have to have zombies.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. Oh wait, there are zombies in Game of Thrones too. I was about to say I was surprised that there wasn't zombies in Game of Thrones, but the Ice Walkers were. Kind of sad. Yeah. But yeah, so tons of different things added to Rise of the Tomb Raider, the 20-year celebration. So if you don't have VR, you're not out of luck. You can still enjoy like some of the new stuff that they added and such. Tristan, do you care to talk about the Telltale games, Batman game that's coming
yeah,
out?
we'll talk about that. Talk about Batman.
Because I think that's way up your alley, and I couldn't care less. So do you want to speak some words on that topic?
Well, yeah, and I caught Jason and Chad on Live in the App Talk, and I heard their viewpoints on Batman. Jason talking about the lack of an updated engine, I think is going to be the major thing that's going to hold this game back.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're going to do a Batman Telltale game, you have to have some extra things that these other Telltale games don't have.
Like
some better fighting.
Detective mode?
Definitely detective mode that you get out of the Arkham games with his different gadgets. I mean, Batman has a billion gadgets. Are they going to be able to utilize these gadgets with Batman? I'm not so sure. Yeah. I am curious of how much the Bruce Wayne aspect of things are going to play out, because you don't really get to play as Bruce Wayne in many video games. It's usually just Batman.
That's a good point.
That aspect is interesting to me, but I feel like they definitely should have went into this with an updated engine. Because I mean, it looks like a 360 game that Jason pointed out on Live on the App.
Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same engine with just a bunch of new tech, like kind of like just thrown on top of it, which you can't even really tell. But again, the big thing for me is, does it stutter, and does it like, like all those games as you make a choice? It doesn't, it's like a weird thing. I don't know.
It kind of like has a pause.
Yeah,
almost.
there's like you make a decision and then you can tell it's loading and stuff like that. I wish it was just more of a seamless transitions between scenes. There's also a couple of you see cool particle effects and stuff in here. Maybe that's part of their new engine upgrade, but
particle effects.
I know. I wish it was all new, because this looks like The Walking Dead. Like it doesn't look like anything fancy. Like I wanted it to look like that film noir stuff.
Yeah, and that
cool.
very first trailer, I was like, oh man, maybe this is gonna look like the Batman animated series from the '90s, which was the best Batman animated series ever.
Straight
like,
up.
If they made it look like that, then I think this game would be a lot cooler. But it just looks like all the other Telltale games. It's nothing really differentiates it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing.
Ooh, one thing that's different, or I hope it's different, you're gonna get all 5 of the episodes before the end of the year, because normally they drag that crap out forever, and you're like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, within a month you get everything, which is crazy.
I know. I was like, what? They finally like learned, because
what they should do is make the first episode free for everyone, and then when the disc comes out, I know they call it the season pass disc, but like, okay, I played the first episode, now I want to get the whole game and play it as an actual trial. That's cool.
Would get me. I would get, like, because as it is, I don't really have any real desire to play this at all. But if the first one was free and I'm like, wow, Amy, you were stupid, this is actually a lot of fun, then I'd be like, yeah, I can't wait to buy the disc, I'm gonna have all the episodes, woo, like. But it's probably not gonna happen.
Sorry, Amy.
Unfortunately, yeah. And too, like Tristan, going back to what he said about the animated style and stuff of the 90s, I feel like that would have pulled someone like me in. Like, I enjoy Batman, whatever, it's cool, like I prefer him over Superman, blah blah blah, but I have no real attachment to the DC universe, except that I have watched and rewatched and purchased and downloaded and everything about the 90s animated series. So that alone, for nostalgia reasons, would have hooked me, I feel. Plus, it would have been more forgiving to have the graphics not be like super on point and absolutely amazing, or, the stylistic change and the fact that it was like based off the animated, cartoon would have like made it okay that it wasn't maybe like, Rise of the Tomb Raider graphics or, Uncharted 4 graphics, because you're like, well, whatever, it's cool, it's its own new style. But yeah, I think they kind of missed the boat with that.
What they should have done is bring a couple guys by the names of Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, who were the geniuses behind the animated series. They're actually responsible for creating Harley Quinn in the first place, since Harley Quinn popped up on the animated series before even reaching comic books. Mm-hmm. So that would have, they've done so many other TV shows besides the animated Batman. They've done a lot of the animated movies, which are actually pretty solid animated movies for what they are.
Dude, yeah, and the style's just so cool, especially like my favorite was Mr. Freeze. Like the whole kind of like Art Nouveau, sort of Bauhaus, like awesome, like, dude, the character stylization and like the architecture was just so on point, like just so beautiful. And like I would have loved to see that from like an artistic standpoint come back. And yeah, maybe the game could have sucked then at that point, but I would have been like, oh, it was so beautiful, like artsy. Then I was like, yeah, the art takes the cake.
But why do that when you can use the same engine as The Walking Dead and it looks just like a comic book? Fucking bullshit.
It was funny, I saw someone comment on the official Instagram account for Telltale, and they're like, what's this new animated series that they're coming out with? Like, someone thought that this was an animated show instead of a video game.
Oh.
That was funny.
What? That is funny. That's really funny.
Just talking about this Batman game and like what it could be reminds me like I'm starting to think this is gonna be another disappointment for me in some degree, that it could be so much better than what it really is, and it reminds me of what happened with Batman vs Superman. Like it wasn't a terrible movie, it was an okay movie, but it could have been so much better.
I thought you were gonna reference that Batman game that Jason doesn't want anyone to speak of ever again. But... I thought you were gonna go down that line.
That is banished from this show, Amy. Although we've been talking about it on
my podcast.
Yeah, clearly. I think I ended up giving that game a 4 or something at the end of the day. So.
Okay. Anyways. So are you at all excited, or are you going to even like purchase it, or are you gonna wait? Because
My
I think this.
excitement was at a pretty high level when that first trailer hit with the whole noir, like, without showing actual footage from the game. That interests me because they revealed, like, oh, you're gonna do some Bruce Wayne. I was like, oh, maybe you're gonna do some detective stuff, and it's not always be Batman. It's gonna be some interesting stuff. But seeing this trailer doesn't really, it lowers my excitement. I'll
Yeah,
probably still get it because it's a Batman game, and Batman's
that's
a
what you do. That's
I'm
what
into
Tristan
Batman, so I
does.
mean it's not my favorite thing in the world, but I've read a lot of Batman comics. I've seen every animated Batman episode, and yeah, I mean I'm deep into Batman.
Awesome. All right. And then last thing that again, something that I don't think that me or Tristan are really into, but I remember Jason possibly a rock
Well,
band. Was that
Jason and
something
Chad are
Yeah,
definitely
are
into.
you kidding me, dude? Rock
you
Band's one of my
kind
favorite
of
games of all time.
you maybe like that a little bit, I think, or something?
I would go as far as to say Rock Band is one of the top 5 games of the last generation by without a question. It's in the top 5 last generation.
Did you give it a 5, this new one?
Oh, this new one I thought was a little bit of a letdown because it was missing a lot of things that should have taken it forward. I definitely didn't give this one a 5. And I haven't played Rock Band 4 nearly as much as the previous ones.
So are you going to touch the rock band Rivals, the Raku drama?
I'm 100% gonna try test this out. This is cool. What is it, like a little VH1 behind the music that kind of like shifts and turns and has little commentary as you guys are playing it. That's pretty cool. Like I was saying it live on the app, I thought it'd be really cool if like we all got together and played, and this little career mode only took like 3 or 4 hours. Like you could play it in a night, and you were
Okay,
done.
okay. Okay, who or what would you play? I'd be a vocalist. Can you sing in that one?
Yeah,
Is that? Oh, that's Guitar Hero. You can't. Yeah, I'd be vocalist.
I would I'm always guitar, but I love playing the drums too. So I would either be guitar or drums.
Well, Tristan, what are you gonna pick?
Do they have the triangle? That's a good
No,
No,
you
you
have
could be drums then, because that's percussion.
one.
or
Okay,
bass.
drums.
Okay, no, Jason, he picked
So I'm
drums.
the
That means you have to
bass.
be a guitar.
So that puts Chad on the bass.
The guitar.
The keytar's not in Rock Band 4. It's only in 3.
I,
It's such
I
a
know.
disappointment.
I know. Wasn't that one of the things that you didn't like about that? Because you couldn't play the guitar in the new one?
I actually never had the keytar in the last one because it was like kind of useless. There was only a couple songs you could use it on. So I was just like, whatever.
Thought you were a fan.
I'm a fan, but I'm not like an obsessive fan. I actually just bought a microphone for this one because I didn't bring all of my things with me when I moved houses. So I donated
Wait.
my
Oh, okay.
instruments to family members. So
You donated it. Okay, because I was
to
like, did you
family.
throw it away? I was like, no, it's unacceptable.
You do not throw plastic instruments away. That's
That's correct. You do not. You see them in the Goodwill, and that the saver is just riding there in the back of the store. That's what you do, or you give them to family.
Yeah, but now that it's like this one's finally caught up, like all the old exports have worked, which I think was a huge step to get like all the songs that you bought previously are yours basically now. That's huge. I don't know why that didn't work right away, but
Yeah.
all the old
Did-
discs, like that was like maybe that was the hard part. Like the discs from 1, 2, and 3, all the songs that were on those discs are now finally on Rock Band 4, which is cool, which not many people do. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I think it's cool that if Tristan plays his drums terribly, the commentary track after you play the song is going to be making fun of Tristan being terrible at drums, and it'll kind of move on. Your career will go.
Tristan sucks.
Yeah, I like Rock
So,
Band. We
do
need
people
that.
gain XP differently because of, like, let's say if he sucked, but you were amazing at your guitar solo that you can actually have in this new game, or like I killed it with the vocals?
I don't.
Let's be real.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if you get.
Like XP, or do you just like do you get more money?
Everybody
'Cause
gets different scores, so maybe it's. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's
I'm
gonna work. I
coming
actually.
from a place of total ignorance.
Yeah,
'cause I
no,
only
this is
played the
totally
first
this is
one.
totally new. This is something they've never done this in Rock Band before. So this is like new. The career mode before was just like you just kind of like tour around the U.S. and play different gigs, and then you try to get as many stars as you can. Now it looks like you're doing a similar thing, except there's like a documentary being built around it at the same time,
That's so cool.
which is stupid and great and fun. And it could just make for a good night of that game. Like, to me, like one of the best experiences with Rock Band 3 was just getting drunk with your friends and just playing it all night, and just like everybody's buying songs, and it's just so stupid. But
You better make sure nobody has Doritos or pizza though, because they're gonna f up your controls with their like nasty little greasy fingers.
oh yeah,
Get the
there's
cheese
definitely
all in the
pizza
grooves
and
and
cheese
stuff.
and stuff all over my guitars. You know
Hate
what's
that.
fucking great though? Like you get wasted, right? And you play this game and you like give anybody that's playing it free reign to buy songs, and you don't realize it, and then you go and put Rock Band 4 on, and you're like, who the fuck bought this Kenny Chesney country music song? Like when did that happen? Like like why is like Margaritaville on my Rock Band? Like who did that? Like
Well,
there's
and then
Jimmy
you
Buffett,
also
and then there's like Grateful Dead and Lady Gaga and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's just like this random mix of music. It's just so great.
and is this songs that they are using your money on or your earned in-game money on?
I think you can play any song you want. Oh
Literally?
no! These people are like this was like Tristan getting wasted and buying like like a Grateful Dead pack for $6 or something on my Xbox.
Okay, but see, that's the thing. Like, if you guys are wasted, how do you know that these people are putting their credit card number in and not just adding it to your
Oh,
like,
they're doing mine. Like if you're playing my Rock Bands and you're hanging out with me, I'll give you free reign to spend like as much as you want. on
all of
songs.
your money?
Well, they're like $1 a song, right? So it's like not that big a
Well,
deal.
Tristan, we have an open invite to go down there and spend all of Jason's money
Sounds good to me.
on Rock Band.
What kind of songs are you gonna buy?
I don't know, but you just said I have free reign to buy whatever I want, so why wouldn't I just empty your wallet on random songs?
Well, because
Whoa.
no songs that you're gonna sing. Like you can't sing 100 songs in a night, Amy.
You
You
actually-
don't know that.
Oh fuck!
I'll even sing it like this if I have to, but I'll do it.
You truly are an overlord.
That was awesome, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I
Stupid.
appreciate that.
Terrible.
Yay! All right. I think, is that all of the news, you guys, that we have? Is there anything that we missed? Anything else you guys
there
want
is
to mention?
one
Or-
little thing that annoyed the shit out of me this week, and that is from Hitman. I don't know if
Oh.
you guys noticed that Hitman put out a few new missions this week. If you're playing Hitman, like Chad keeps having me play Hitman because eventually he wants me to do the kill Gary Busey mission that's
Sounds
coming out soon,
terrifying.
which just sounds awesome. So basically they put out a couple of free missions that changed two of the stages and flipped them. I think Marrakesh became a night mission, and you could like do crazy shit, and it was like set up like a movie, and there's like aliens and stuff, which just sounds really great, right? Like they added these two missions that kind of flipped the script on the game for free.
Sort of sounds like the Saints Row a little bit.
Yeah, like they just
Crazy.
they added these cool new missions, but there are only 4 people that have purchased the full game or purchased the first episode plus the total upgrade pack, which is annoying as shit because they also are selling this game a la carte like me, and I
Yeah.
just keep buying each episode when they come out for like $10-15 or whatever they are, and just like slowly building it. But they said I won't get those. I can buy those missions at some point when all the other DLC has been released and I purchase it.
Wait.
That's such a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, because previously you've been buying it incrementally as you desire, and now you suddenly can't?
Yeah, it's like I've paid for the first two, yeah, actually it's like 3 DLCs now, the first prologue
Yeah.
and the 2 DLCs, and I paid for them, but I'm not getting access to these missions because I didn't buy the full experience. But the whole
That's-
time they've been saying if you buy it a la carte, it's going to be the equivalent of getting the full experience. It's just like a real shitty backtrack on their part, and then they're going to charge me more. I have to buy these. I don't even get them if I buy them all. I have to buy them separately at the end. So it left a bad taste in my mouth because I was like questionable on the delivery method to begin with, and now it's just annoying. But maybe
Yeah.
they're going to change their stance if there's some outcry. I don't know, but I just thought that was shitty. I forgot.
You
to
better
mention
get tweeting. Go on, start tweeting that shit. Be like, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah.
that. Yeah, but I'll still get to kill Gary Busey. So
you will?
yeah, that's still going to be in there.
Well, then don't buy these new ones, because if you can kill Gary Busey, which, why would you want to do that? He's an amazing person.
I don't know. I'm curious to see why. That's what we were talking about, like online. When they have like, why do you have to kill Gary Busey? Like, what the hell did Gary Busey do to anybody? He's just
got
like
some
this
pretty-
gentle idiot.
He's got some pretty awesome Facebook posts. If you go on his page, you're just like, what? They're amazing, though.
I can only imagine some of the shit that Gary Busey would post on social media.
You should really check it out sometime if you're like bored or you're at work or sitting on the toilet and you're like, what am I'm gonna look up Gary Busey quotes. Yeah, they're
There's
really
this awesome Conan O'Brien skit he used to do where he would fly a blimp and try and find Gary Busey. It's Conan O'Brien finding Gary Busey. He did it years ago. You do it like every so often. They just like, have a blimp flying over and it just zoom down on where Gary Busey is. And it was
That's
funny.
beautiful.
I kind of want to see that now.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I love it.
I'm sure it's on YouTube. But...
Yeah, it seems pointless but cool.
So I hope Conan likes to play games. That'd be interesting if he plays this and tries to find Gary Busey and tries to kill him.
That would be so awesome. Doesn't he play games sometimes on his show?
Yeah, totally. Like he was in the UFC game. They brought him in there and they built his character model.
Yeah. Dude, that's legit.
It's really weird saying kill Gary Busey the more I think about it. Because you don't normally get to kill people in games.
No, well, I mean, you kill like faceless NPCs or whatever. I mean, they might have a name attached, but it's not like anyone from real life. Like,
yeah, it should have been someone terrible.
Yeah, because he's cool.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's like Hodor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's really sad. Right.
So I was gonna throw in at the end things that like, oh, you know, because like we always do like the what are you playing or doing this week, and I was gonna be like, oh, I've been playing and or doing the Netflix show Stranger Things, and I was going to be talking about that and the things that we are playing or doing in the upcoming week, except that I totally pounded that out. And if anyone has even the tiniest inclination of seeing Stranger Things on Netflix, you just need to do it. Like, it is like so good. Like,
yeah, we're talking about it on Adapted.
Yeah.
We reviewed the first episode today on Adapted, and we gave it 5s across the board.
I mean, it was like done.
We should bring you on next week to do the second episode, to review second and third episode with us.
Dude, yes, I'll totally do it. I couldn't even believe that I sat through and watched 8 hours in like a day and a half.
Dude, you and me both. I never do that.
Ever do that. It was like the Goonies mixed with like It, mixed with like I don't even know, like all these awesome 80s films and like good writing and good characters and like that 80 millimeters, or there's that new film that came out, the kids and the train and the alien from space, whatever. 8 millimeters a second? I don't know. Yes, thank you.
With Nicolas Cage.
Something like that.
No, 8 millimeters is like a snuff film with Nicolas Cage where he like
I don't
goes
even
after
know.
people. You're thinking of Super 8.
Yeah,
That's
Super 8,
it.
that's
Thank you. I was totally on the wrong train on that one.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's anyone who has even seen it pop up on their next Netflix, like, home thing, you need to watch it. It is so good. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The kids are amazing actors and actresses, and I absolutely love one of the characters.
So great.
Yeah, oh my God, it's so good. You guys go watch it. You have to see it. You'll sit down and then be like, oh, crap, it's 5 a.m. and I have to work in an hour. But you won't regret it because it's so good. Yes. So, other than that, I really have nothing to do this coming week besides sporadic Pokemon Go, but it's not really been working, so I'm kind of like, eh. And I've been playing a little LA Noire, but I've kind of lost my steam on that one.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that it's bad. I hate knowing that I've asked the wrong questions, or if I didn't suspect them lying or doubt their answer, and you see that stupid X next to the name, I'm like, oh, I have to restart the chapter and get it right.
Yeah.
And those chapters are long, and you cannot skip cutscenes. So I've kind of gotten to the point.
That's a pet peeve, yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point I'm like, I know I should just play it on my gut instinct and just go and have fun with the game, which it's very good at doing, but I just see that obnoxious X and I'm like, oh, I can't handle that. Yeah. And I 5-starred like all the missions so far, and then I got a 4-star and I was like, I don't want to replay that mission.
Loser.
Yeah, right? I felt like an absolute loser. It's like when you're a grade A student at school and then you get your first B-, you're like, oh my God, I suck. Life's over. That's how I felt. It was really traumatic. And I was like, LA Noire, I don't know if I can do you anymore. I just don't know.
Those are good grades.
Yeah, I was like super high. I was like valedictorian, dean's list in college. Yeah.
Nerd.
Hey, that's me. I'm smart.
So what am I going to play? So you're going to play more Pokemon?
Yeah, probably.
You are.
And I'll try to do... Shut your mouth. I'll try to do LA Noire again. But...
I was talking to Chad. I thought it'd be fun to see you guys do another one of those Pokemon Go videos, like out in the wild. Like, I think you guys should do another one.
Did I don't know if I said
We've never done a Random 30 sequel before, but I think we should do it.
That'd be
And there
good.
was like people that came into my store and were like, "Oh, I saw your video," and I was like,
Well, that's
"You
great.
watched that? That's
Yeah, that
cool."
video got some traction. You should totally do that.
It was so like it made me really happy, and they're like, "I'm glad you caught your Bulbasaur," and I was like, "Ah, me too. You don't even know, guys." Like, it
Yes,
was
I think you guys should
awesome.
find like another cool place to go and catch some shit.
That'd be fun.
Maybe you can film Chad doing it.
Oh, and I could taunt to him and harass him and razz him and zoom in on his little butt that
I
he
mean,
doesn't
Well,
have.
No,
that's another video.
yeah, so you can't put that video on here. Not cool, Amy.
He doesn't even have a butt, you guys. Don't even worry about it.
All right, you just zoom in the area, and we'll be the judges of that.
It'll be like back to little legs. There's no butt. Anywho, what are you playing, Jason?
I was just gonna let you sink right there. I'm gonna play XCOM 2 some more. I started a fresh game on that, and I'm just like enthralled. You know how that is, like in that game, like
Yeah.
you just want to see it out now. Tristan's
Sucks
dead.
your
Tristan's
soul.
dead. Actually,
God
Tristan's
damn it.
not dead. I left him in a mission. I ran out of time and forgot to get him out, so he's
Oh,
captured.
Tristan, I'm
Get me out, man.
sorry.
Get me
I'm
out.
I
so
can't, dude. You're
sorry.
gone. Sorry, bro.
He's alive in my game still.
I wish he was alive. He was a sniper. He was a really good sniper. So sorry, dude.
It's not usually the case, but I'll take it.
Yeah, no. I think I want to play some more Doom. I want to play through that again. I like that game a lot.
I should
That's
finish
nice.
that.
I'll play. I
Yeah.
haven't started mine yet.
Probably play Overwatch. Some more Overwatch. I
I'm
like-
kind of burned out on that.
I'm not burnt out entirely on it yet. And I think that's it. There's this game called RimWorld that just came out on Steam
Oh, yeah.
that I'm pretty excited to play. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I have a $20 gift card from Christmas that I've just been kind of hoarding because there's so many cool things that are coming out and I don't know what I want to get. But this one actually seems pretty legit.
It's a weird kind of game.
Hmm.
The only reason I'm mildly turned off on it is the art style looks exactly like Prison Architect, which I've played a bunch of. And if you haven't played that, then you're like, I don't care because I've
Yeah.
never played that game. But it looks really cool.
I might get it.
Yeah, it's like a, I don't even know what it is. It's a colony building game that has like AI story makers, which kind of like, I don't know if anybody cares about it, but you like kind of like build up this colony and everybody on your team has different needs and wants, and they do all sorts of crazy shit and they grow. And then the story makers, like, all of a sudden you get attacked by rebels or something like that, and they kind of like ebb and flow. It's like they'll get attacked and then they'll simmer down, let you build up until eventually you're just crushed.
So very like it's a sort of a little bit like XCOM 2 where these people have these different lives. And then also what was that Zombie Nation game or DayZ or where you have like your camps and they all have different like I want toilet paper. Go get me these resources. What is that from? H1Z1. Was that it?
Yeah.
There's so many zombie games and I've played a lot of them. I'm sorry, I forget. I have like a huge pile of zombie games riding in a corner over there. So I always forget the names. And
Keep them in the corner.
I just can list off a whole bunch of different ones and hope I get it because they're all kind of the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you gonna be playing, Tristan?
I'll continue my Pokemon Go adventures, and maybe I'll start Doom for the first time. I haven't tried that yet.
You
Got
should
it,
do
though.
it.
Should
I haven't
probably-
finished it. I should finish that.
Yeah, you guys should definitely finish it. So Amy, you're not gonna be pooping large piles of poopy poop, the mushy poops mushiest.
I won't be, but my chickens will be.
Maybe next week.
Chad poops runny poos. Really, really runny ones, just like the chickens.
Gross.
Mine tend to be pretty firm in general.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the chickens, though, not so much. Little... All right. I think there's enough of that.
That's how you want to end your show?
I have mushy poops. Yeah. I don't care. You can't get to me, Jason.
I'm not gonna get to you. That's just like when we post the podcast. That's how the show's gonna start and end.
That's chill. Whatever. You can even put that little like chicken mush song that I was
Put her
singing.
stamp on it.
I approve. Mushy poops. Wait. Instead of Chad's punches, it's my thumb approval. Right now, okay, you can take that and screenshot it, and then you can put mushy poops around it in Photoshop.
Don't turn this into a positive.
Ah! I don't care. Everyone takes a crap. It's no big deal. Whatever. Poop's
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, fuck it.
Poop's fun. All right. We gotta close this thing up. It's getting crazy. So yeah, that's it for the block party. You guys should check us out every day for Live on the Ave. What time is that, Jason?
I don't know, 5 o'clock every day, Monday through Thursday.
Subscribe and
Central.
you'll
It's
get an
on.
alert.
Yeah, subscribe on Twitch. Otherwise, it's posted on YouTube maybe like 6 o'clock every day. Catch it on
Maybe.
the site around the same time. Then we throw it on social media about a half hour later. So your best bet is to watch it live on Twitch, so it's not spoiled because there's a lot of spoilers that people try to ruin our show.
Really?
No, nobody tries to ruin our show.
Terrible human beings.
Dicks.
I'm afraid to read off the what's happening on the site next week because last time I did that, you were like, "Oh, we actually cut X, Y, and Z," and I don't even know what to say now to close out the show. So
Here's what you do: you pimp Adapted.
live on the Av because that's really legit.
Yeah, you can pimp Adapted, which is coming out. When's it coming out, Tristan? It's going to post on the site on Friday.
Yes.
And we'll have Preacher review and Stranger Things reviews going up on YouTube over the week.
And I'll be on Stranger Things next week if you
Yep.
guys let me. Yeah.
And then live on the Ave. And then at some point, we're going to have a random 30 with you and Pokemon Go again.
With Chad and Pokemon Go, and I'm gonna be filming his little butt.
Yes. And then most importantly, Chad/Brett Metal is going to be on Twitch all over the place for the next week or so. But probably not this weekend because he's going to be busy. He's a birthday boy, so.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's been twitching. What is it? That game, the new
Tokyo
Mirage
Mirage.
session #FE. Yeah, not the most exciting game to watch, Chad.
It's actually really
It's actually a really
cool,
good
though.
game. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
He was doing his best. make it
It's
fun.
hard to live stream a RPG.
All right, so you're gonna scroll back there and hype all those things.
No, you just did it for me. I don't need to anymore. My peon did it. Good job, peon.
Way to use your worker bees.
Yay! All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking this craziness out. I hope you all have a good week. And let us know if you want to hear from us on certain topics or see us do other random 30s, besides me filming Chad's butt. Have a good night, guys.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Thanks,
Bye.
Amy.
Bye.